Hey everybody, this is Mahoney. It's been a while since I've been on here. Um, I had an issue with my PC involving a cup of coffee. Um, McClutz. Wasn't much left in that one. I actually spilled it on my computer. Brilliant, I know. Um, I don't know what to do with my hands now. I've got tea and coffee. This isn't the first time I've had tea on myself. Doesn't make any sense. I know. Good news is I went and just bought a frickin' MacBook Air. Do I look cooler on a Mac? It's been a while since I had one. Um, but I did manage to fix the PC. I just disassembled the entire notebook and geeked out on it for a while and then reassembled it and it works. Um, all except for the keyboard. Kind of gummy. I use a lot of sugar in my coffee. But seriously, my clumsiness isn't because I'm trying to break expensive stuff I have. I have a nerve condition, um, and it affects my steadiness in my hands. It's hard to grip something when you don't really feel it. I must have a dirty mind. Anyways, yeah, so I constantly find myself battling between crushing paper cups and dropping ceramic mugs. Um, Kind of a bummer in a way, but it affords for an interesting lifestyle. After fixing the PC, I realized, well, now I've got a workhorse. You know, it's got the i7, and really, I only got it to do renderings for videos and stuff for other people and myself. Um, but just for everyday use and being mainlined into the interwebs the way most of us have to be or are, whichever works, whatever applies. Um, Air is awesome. It's super thin, and this is the third generation. I wish it had the i7 in it, but I'm happy with the i5 in this. I got the i7 in the PC, but um, they both have their pros and cons. But neither one of my machines have Windows on them. Sorry. But yeah, no, I wanted to just do this. I have to make myself do this. I've told you guys this before, I'm sure. If not, there's always the ability to go back into the playlist. Um, Brain fart. I was in the middle of saying something and I froze up. Um, I think this is necessary, honestly. Uh, Certain nerve conditions, people that I know, we kind of cling together. We all have this similar problem, this issue. And I'm not going to get into the details of everybody's different diagnoses and stuff, but generally it's kind of the same thing. Um, you're having a life that you're used to having taken away from you completely, and it's not like being tied to a chair. It's not being like locked in a room. It's like having your head put in a jar and stuck in a museum, like on Futurama. Only there's no other heads, and you have to come back from that. That's hard to do sometimes. Um, it's definitely difficult for me, but uh, I I'm pretty good at taking advice from people that I respect, and I'm very astute when it comes to observing other people, and now I've become almost overly astute at what I'm doing, and I found that this overdwelling on my personal issues has become to the point where it is affecting my everyday life, and that is to me it's a warning sign. I mean, I'm physically disabled. I'm not mentally challenged, and I don't mean that in a joke, but it's difficult when you're used to working at a certain pace, dealing on certain levels, um, and then finding yourself governed. We'll use that word better. Um, Delayed. Uh, it's hard to describe. It's like being given a completely different life, and you're supposed to lead this life now. And all you do is you try to remember the times that you had control, or you thought you had control, and you thought that you were above and beyond anything else, and you've been there, done that. I'm sure we all go through multiple phases with this. I hope so, anyways, because I have. But this is an interesting part for me because I basically this I was talking to a doctor, a friend of mine, um, and he told me that what they're taught is that the brain controls the body, but the body is limited, right? But the brain's they're pretty sure it's kind of split, I guess. They claim this and that. The brain is not limited. It is limited. We have to do this. We have to do that. But there was one consensus, uh, and my friend, he kind of brought this up to me. He's like, what everyone's doing is they're focusing on not only everybody else's negative attributes, but they're really focusing on their own negative attributes. Um, and just for funsies, or shits and giggles, as he said to me, try focusing on anything else but. Um, I usually don't like to admit when other people actually have a really good idea. I mean, I do to an extent, but this guy has no idea what it's like to be disabled. He has no idea what it's like to be bound um, this way, but yet he has given me some insight from an outside perspective that I probably would have never gotten from anybody else currently, because we join together to support one another, but unfortunately at the same time we enable one another. Sometimes you need an outside influence to change the game, so to speak, to add a new piece to the table. And you know, this friend of mine, I think he gave me this piece because you start to hurt, it hurts. Things come up. I get seizures, um, broken bones pretty easily. You know, uh, I already know this. I don't need to think about it. And when it comes up, I'm reminded, and I recognize that, and then I calmly, uh, sometimes fighting tooth and nail, move forward past that. Um, this might sound corny, but I started to try and find beauty in simplicity. I've always had a love of like photography, paintings, and art like that. Um, so the idea, the concept of simplicity is there. It has been there for a while, but I don't think that I applied it in quite the same fashion. And to me, that it came as an epiphany that art, science, the mental state of a person, their physical state. These things are intertwined. Um, and the things that matter the most doesn't get stored in the normal part of our memory zone, from what I'm told, in our brain. It's stored deeper in an area that has to do with spatial and time recognition, incorporeal things. Um, these are the things that stay with us inherently. Blinking your eyes, breathing. Um, that's not run by the part of the brain that we normally associate with memory, but is very much affected by it. So I don't know exactly what it is I'm saying, but I do know that it's probably best to document all of this, get it down. That's why I started this particular channel. That's why I'm doing this particular vlog. It's not for anybody else, really. It's for me. But there's something very liberating about standing in a crowd and yelling, "Fuck off!" Uh, and you have to put your arms up and your head up when you say it, or it's completely non-effective. So I decided to say "fuck off" to those issues that I think are holding me back. It's a fun house. It's like I'm looking in a house of mirrors. I just need to break the glass and find the door out. And there's only one person that can do that. That's me. Terrifying, liberating, compelling. For most of us in a position similar to mine, we don't really have a choice. You either accept the inevitability or you don't. But yeah, some more mindless rambling for you people while I go fix some more tea and try not to break anything in the process. So yeah, Mahoney, and I have videos coming for the other channel. I do. I promise. I do. I'm working on the videos. I want to put a little more into this for you guys, give a little more information, some more detail. So just keep hitting me up on Google Plus with your questions and stuff until I can get those videos out. And then after the videos come out, go ahead and hit me up on YouTube or Google Plus and ask me questions as to what the hell the video was about. Because if you don't, then I guess I'm doing this for nothing. I doubt it. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go. So my sister's texting me now, so I gotta see what she's up to. Alright, talk to you guys later.